Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be showing you how to win at arm wrestling. Okay, so this can be against any beginner. It can be in school, obviously not against other professional wrestlers, arm wrestlers, or just anyone that's really strong, but just pretty much anyone in your school or in your year, maybe even a few adults. You can be with this technique. Okay, so the technique is basically just pulling back, right? So pulling back would use back pressure, and back pressure will make it worse for the opponent. Right, so I'll show you here with this band. Just pull back, and that gives you a huge advantage against your opponent, right? And after you pull back, you have many options. You could just stay there and then wait for your opponent to tire out, or if you're strong enough, you can pull back and then obviously finish off the match. And that's pretty much all you need to win. But obviously there's more things that you need. So flex your wrist. Alright. So if you're pulling back, you need to flex your wrist and finish it off. You can't just, attack like this, because then it would be a little bit harder. But it's better if you pull back, flex your wrist, finish that. Also guys, with injuries, remember there's another way of winning, which is called side pressure. That's just going to the side, but instead of attacking directly to the right, try go to the back right of the table. So right here, okay? So like this, instead of forwards, because then it puts the pressure all on your elbow. And as you've seen, there was a video of Theo Baker and his friends, well, he just broke his humerus, and the way he did that is he was pushing directly to the side with no help with his body. So if he did this, he wouldn't have broken his arm, or if he pulled back, he wouldn't have broken his arm. So pulling directly to the side, just like this, that's very bad, and that could break your arm. So try not to do that, alright? And then another way of winning against people in your school, remember, try to hold up high in their hand. So it wouldn't be cheating, it's more just getting a little bit slight advantage, and going up high would then attack their fingers more, and that means it would be easier to just win. Okay, it would be way better to win if you just went to the gym or worked out a bit, or even trained arm wrestling. But I would advise first start in the gym, and then maybe translate over to training arm wrestling if you do want to train arm wrestling. You could win if you don't use a lot of back pressure. Is you start with your shoulder. So let's say you're arm wrestling with your left hand. Your left shoulder would be pretty much beside your left hand, okay? And as you see, there's a line between my arm, my shoulder, and my hand, which attack far right of the table. And then like this, you can just push down on the opponent and easily win, easy. But obviously if they are stronger, that would be, they would pretty much beat you. But if they are slightly stronger than you, you could easily win. So remember guys, back pressure, pulling back like this, okay, and then just finishing off. And then another way is by putting your shoulder forward and just pushing down, easily winning. Alright, so with back pressure, there's another thing called rising. So this is where my hand literally just rises. Right, so back pressure, pulling backwards. But if I rise and pull back, so it would be like this, that I would be attacking their fingers, and that would increase the chances of winning by a lot, which is very good for a beginner, which means, you know, you could pretty much beat a lot of people by just utilizing good technique. So pretty much overall, arm wrestling is 70% strength, 30% technique. Is obviously a lot of strength. Like a huge guy probably beats a small guy, but also technique plays a huge role as well in arm wrestling, which is why back pressure is very important against beginners, but maybe it might be not good against experienced arm wrestlers because they have faced against someone who used that technique. Right? That's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.